All right, real quick, I know I look a mess, but we are going to explain the plant study and the water study. So if you are familiar with the plant study was speaking good things into one plant, speaking bad things into another plant, and over a course of time, you see one depreciate and one sprout with a fruitful life. A water study was done similar to that, where you speak great things into one cup of water and speak bad things into another cup of water. What happened was, you look under a microscope, under these little you look into a microscope, and under the microscope, these water molecules had sacred geometry shapes in the one that they spoke good into, positive love into, and then the one that they spoke negative things into, obviously blotchy, splashy, weird shapes. This correlates a lot to sound frequency and how shapes, sacred geometry has a lot to do with the essence of energy and the creation of life itself. So if you are familiar with somatics and you're familiar with any type of sound being put underwater or around water or under sand, and then patterns appearing from sound frequency, now that is because you're speaking. So I'll never forget the time that I did shrooms and Bobby Caldwell's What You Will Do for Love came on YouTube, and it was this big blue screen, because I think his cover art is blue. And I'll never forget seeing the flower of life just everywhere, and all over the room, just patterns everywhere, all in blue. And I was just like, wow, this is what sound frequency can do. This is fucking crazy. So I've just kind of put that into everyday life of how we manifest, and how it's all connected to everything that we do, how we speak to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Water is 70% of our body, so that theory works just as well. And all of these things are what? Energy. Because energy is the base before matter, and matter is what makes physics, right? So if you 1 + 1 + 1 it, then I guess it all equals 3, like a trinity. I don't know. What I'm really trying to say is, when you speak life into yourself, when you speak great things into what you do and how you move and how you choose to live, those things will boomerang you, and it will help you manifest your life. If you're thinking negative thoughts and speaking bad and being really self-critical on yourself, it's the same way it's going to work. That's the same way it's going to work when it comes to these plant studies, these water studies. It's going to work the same exact way for you, hun. So think of it like that. Speak life into every single thing that you want to do, that you think of doing, that you're thinking of doing, when you're around your friends, your family. Whatever negative thing that you might come across and say out loud, laugh it off and cover it up with something else. You know what I'm saying? Something positive, something great. Because when you're speaking life into everything, that's when life, that's like planting a seed. Life literally is born after that. It's like you plant the seeds and the fruits come from planting the seeds. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you're doing. And that's how things can it's like a frequency. The higher you go in the frequency, the tighter the wavelength is. It's like in meditation, when your brain is at that higher frequency state, that's when things are quickly, downloads are coming in quicker, manifestation is coming in quicker. The tighter the sound and the higher it is, I think that's how it turns more into that physical solid matter that attracts to you. So the lower you are in that frequency sound, the looser it is, meaning that's when you're probably speaking down on yourself. As above, so below. So just think of everything like speak life into everything. That's it. Just speak life into it. Thank me later. Bye.